Indicators. Indicators, oscillators, they are the same similar thing. Now, if I ask you that when you close your eyes and you think of the word indicator, what comes to your mind? What do you see with a closed eye when you think of the word indicator? So, the word indicator means something that indicates. It's something that's trying to indicate to me. Okay. So, what is it trying to indicate? So, the car indicator is a very common answer. Over, like, I'll say 65-70% of the answers are the car indicator. So, if the cab driver in front of me has given a right indicator, the cab driver is trying to pass on the information to everyone in the street that the car is going to take a right turn. So all the rest of us should plan our driving accordingly, right? So if he gives a right indicator, there is a high chance that he will take a right turn. But there are also chances that even after giving a right indicator, he might move further ahead. It can be a wrong indication. He might have given it wrongly, or probably he might have done it opposite and he would have taken a left turn. That is also a possibility, but rare possibility. What I'm saying is indicators indicate. What they do is they indicate. And in the markets, indication can be essentially of two types. It can either alert you or it can also confirm you. What do I mean by alerting or confirming? Let's say the prices are in an uptrend and some kind of an indicator somewhere is alerting you that, listen, I think the market can fall. This is an alert. Confirm is, let's say the markets are going up and there is some indicator which is telling you, yes, the market is going up, and I confirm that yes, it will go further up. So you have more confidence and it goes up. So the markets or the prices is all about the trend. So it will alert me whether this trend is going to reverse, that is alerting me, or this trend is going to continue, that is confirming me. This is the work of an indicator, to indicate, alert me or confirm. But there is a slight problem over here. The slightest problem over here with indicators is that we have millions of indicators. We have thousands of indicators. How do we choose? For example, when we come to the Fox software over here and we type S, okay, when we type S and we say add, you see over here studies. These are various types of indicators. These are various types of indicators. What I like about softwares coming out from the reliable software company is they also actually categorize their indicators, the banded indicators, the momentum indicators, the price indicators, etc., etc. That's also a nice way of doing it. What I see is there are hundreds of indicators here. How is it possible for me? How is it possible for me to understand, master, and implement all of them? Obviously, not possible. Then what should we do? What should we do is, in that case, we need to understand what should we do is we need to understand, if I ask you, what is fair and lovely? What is fair and lovely? It's a cream, okay? It's a cream. It's a cream, okay? It's a cream. It's a cream. So is Fair and Lovely, and let's say I say, what is Volini? Will you say Volini is also a cream? So is both Fair and Lovely and Volini the same? Or let's say Iodex, that's also a cream. No, right? Why? Both are creams, both are ointments. Let's say Fair and what? Handsome, that's also a cream. And tell me one cosmetic company in India right now, from the biggest of Hindustan Lever to the smallest of, let's say, any, I think Patanjali has also got into it. The entire Indian cosmetic industry market are into this fairness cream game. Even if you are a local, well-known beautician, you will soon come out with your own product. And the first product that you will come out will be a fairness cream and an anti-hair fall, something like that. Correct? This is a big scam because I don't think they work, number one. But still it sells. It sells, right? So we need to understand that they are all creams, but Fair and Lovely, Fair and Handsome, etc., etc., fair and unfair and unfair, these are all falls under a certain category, and that category is, let's say, fairness creams. Whether it works or not is different, but it sells, so it's a fairness cream. On the other hand, if you have sprained your ankle or your muscle, etc., then you will be using an Iodex or a Volini or a Relish spray, or that's something that suits you. And this also falls in a certain kind of category, and we can say these are pain relief creams or balms or whatever. What you understand over here, we need to understand why I'm talking these things in a technical analysis class. We need to understand that we have understood, what we understand is we have understood the category in which they fall. We know the category in which they fall. We know both the Volini and the Fair and Handsome are both creams, both ointments, both feel the same in your fingers. But then you don't rub Volini on your face to become brighter, and you don't rub Fair and Handsome on your shoulder if you have a sprained neck. Why you don't do that? Because you know the difference in the categorization. The same concept we are going to apply in our indicators of technical indicators. If we go understanding each and every indicator, I will have to live 300 years with you, and together we will be able to complete the list. And after completing all the list, which is ever growing because newer people are coming out with newer indicators, which they claim to be better and more efficient. So the list is ever growing. After 300 years, we have probably covered all the indicators, we have understood everything, and then we will realize that simple is better. We might have we might have stick to the simple things. So what we will be doing is we will not go that way. We will understand the categories. And according to me, there are five Pandavas, there are five elements, and there are five main categories of indicators which come under technical analysis. So what are these categories? Trend. The trend is your friend till at the end it bends, plays a very, very important role. Without a trend, there is no possibility of making good returns. I was talking to someone yesterday around similar time, like today around 11 o'clock, and I was sharing few stocks, ideas, and how the markets behave. Take a look at, let's say, Eicher Motors. This is the weekly, this is the monthly chart of Eicher Motors. Let's say, let's stick to weekly. This is the weekly chart of Eicher Motors. Let's say we look at HDFC Bank. This is the weekly chart of HDFC Bank. Let's say we look into something like Page Industries. This is the weekly chart of Page Industries, which has changed nature now. Now let's say you look into GMR Infra. This is GMR Infra. Is it doing good? Recently it has done good. It is almost doubled. But look at this. This is the history, price history. Let's say you look into GVK. Has it done good? Yes, from almost 5 rupees it's gone to now 9 rupees. But look at the price history of GVK. I'll come to my point. First I'm exposing you to these charts. Let's say Idea. Let's say Bharti Airtel. Now what point am I going to make now? What I'm trying to make a point over here in terms of the main first point of trend is that a stock or a chart or a index which has already developed a trend very strong on the upside or very strong on the downside, it has a natural edge. This chart of RCOM has a natural edge to make money by shorting it. Do we short at 2150 is a different question. But our approach should be that the trend is on the downside, it's weak, it's far more easier, it's twice the time more easier to make money out of RCOM by selling it. If anyone would have tried to make money in HDFC Bank by shorting, compared to someone who would have tried to make money in HDFC Bank by going long, it would have been far more easier for the person who have gone long because he has the benefit of the trend in his favor. But sir, these trends reverse. Yes, they do. But then, before they reverse, they will give you enough early signals that it is about to reverse. And yes, now it has reversed. Till then, we should always try to capture stocks. We should always try to like or go for charts which are well established on the upside for longs and well established on the downside for short. So trend is a very, very important factor. The first category, trend. The second category is momentum. Also equally important, momentum. The third category is volumes or breadth or participation of the market. The fourth one is that of volatility, whether the markets are fairly volatile or the markets are quiet, whether the markets are doing a lot in a short span of time or they're doing nothing, completely range bound. And the fifth one is that of sentiment. So there will be a long list of indicators which will help us to understand, to come to a conclusion, what is the trend of the market, up or down. Similarly, there will be a long list of indicators which will calculate the momentum of the market. There will be a long list of indicators which will calculate or make us understand what is the breadth of the market. Similarly, for volatility and also possible for sentiment. Try and understand, we are going to focus and understand, have a grip of the categories, right? We are not going to make chemical differentiation between a Volini and an Iodex, but we are going to understand they are both pain relief. And then we are going to try it out, and whichever works suits best for us, we are going to stick to it. You will notice that many a times a particular paracetamol works well for you and the other doesn't, or a particular pain relief or a balm, something works for you well and it doesn't, and something else doesn't. Probably their chemical composition and most of the things are very, very similar, right? So you have created a bias, your physiology has accepted it and it works well with you and you have stuck to it. Same way over here, we'll understand these indicators We'll apply these indicators. We'll check whether it suits our philosophy, our way, our style of trading or not. And once it suits us, we will have created our bias and we will stick to our arsenal. We will use them.